Welcome to your morning. I'm Scott Moyer.
Good morning to you. I'm Avery Medawake. Ben, do you want to tell everybody what time it is in London, not England?
Yes, it's 8 a.m. in London, Ontario right now, the home of one Tessa Virtue, the one and only. She's here with us this morning. Hey, here we go. Her first stop for a full CTV takeover. Good morning to you, Tessa.
Good morning. It's so nice to be here.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. We were looking at the difference. Your hair is shorter and mine is longer than the last time
It's a
that
great
you were
look
here.
on you.
We should also say it is 5 a.m. in Vancouver, where you became part of the first Canadian dance team to win an Olympic gold medal, and we're so glad you're here with us this morning.
Thank you so much. What a pleasure.
We did our time checks. We did Tessa time checks.
Love it.
Yeah.
Tessa everything
time.
today.
Yeah.
It's Tessa time.
2010, baby. That was such a... Loved every moment of the Vancouver Olympics. Loved it, loved it, loved it.
It's a good one. Hey, Lindsay's also here with us this morning.
Hi, Tessa. Hi. Good to have you here.
So happy to be here.
Yeah, we're really excited you're
Back
here
with
with
the
us.
fam.
Back with
Feels
the
good.
fam.
Feels right.
Exactly. Turning a cold shoulder on ice baths. New research is raising questions on a common recovery practice. New research published in the Journal of Physiology suggests ice baths aren't helpful for repairing and building muscles. Look at those muscles. It says, over time, the ice baths can decrease the generation of protein in muscles. So how did they figure this out? They measured the protein with muscle biopsies. And I feel like Tessa would have something to say about that.
Do you ever do the ice bath?
Yeah, more for circulation. But that's interesting.
Yeah.
Great research.
Yeah.
I love that. All right, you want to tell us what else is coming up this hour?
Well, here's what's coming on your morning. Another day of wet weather along the Pacific coast. Your national forecast is next with our meteorologist, Kelsey McEwen. In 4 minutes, a deep dive into the doctor shortage in Newfoundland and how things got to what's called a breaking point. In 11 minutes, we talk about giving back to our communities this Giving Tuesday for our host roundtable. And in our next half hour, Anne-Marie and I get lessons on making some favorite holiday sides, but with a twist, with food writer Alison Roman. Now, it's over to Kelsey.
Up next on your morning, Tessa Virtue will join us for a very special Giving Tuesday edition of our News Roundtable, where we'll share our favorite ways to give back.
Today is Giving Tuesday, so we want to take a chance to talk about this idea of giving back to our communities. And,
Go ahead.
Oh, yes. Well, I was going to start with the Shoebox Project. Everybody knows at this point that it was my wife's idea. My sister and sisters-in-law, they started it. I'm running the board of the charity now, but we're in the United States, the UK, and Canada now. And really what we ask people to do is put $50 worth of little luxuries together in a shoebox, decorate it, write a personal note, and you give this we give them to women in shelters who are availing themselves of shelters who are fleeing domestic violence or any number of reasons. And because typically women, when they have to be out of their homes or during the holidays, they're thinking of others. They're thinking about their kids. They're thinking about their friends and their family. They're not thinking about themselves. And this is a way to let those women know that they are loved and respected and remembered and seen at the holidays, when sometimes they can feel like they're not. And so if you want a list of what to put in a box, you can go to our website. If you want to know where to drop it off, go to the website. December 15th is the cutoff, though, because we need enough time to get these boxes to where they need to go.
So cool.
I love how personal that is,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And the idea of a note, I work with Assaulted Women's Helpline, and they would talk about when they receive something new. Because oftentimes when they leave quickly.
Yeah.
And so it's either with a garbage bag or whatever suitcase they can jam in there. So to have something new.
That's just
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
Super cool.
And to remind you, this isn't toothbrushes and floss and the things that get you through the day. This is
Yes,
the
a
things.
little
These are
perfumes.
gifts that
Yeah.
you would give someone else, a
Yeah.
real gift. So, and it took off years ago, and we hope to keep it going for many, many more
And I've
years.
done it before. It's actually a lot of fun to be thinking
so
of
much fun.
someone while you're putting it together.
Yeah.
Tessa, how about you?
Yeah.
Well, Special Olympics is close to my heart. Scott and I included that organization on our Rock the Ring tour recently with performers in every single city across Canada, and it was undoubtedly the highlight of the whole tour. Fit Spirit is another organization keeping young girls physically active, and we talked about that puppy earlier, the Humane Society. Anywhere you are, helping animals. I mean, that's
Yeah.
something so important and so significant.
So true. Avery, what about you?
Well, we do a little bit of volunteering, but we also, I like to work with local community charities as well, and not just national ones. So one of my favorite ones is Turtle House, which is an organization in the city of Toronto that works with kids who have come as new Canadians or as, in particular, refugees from war countries, and they do art therapy and play therapy with kids. And it's in a beautiful location, and it's just a way for them to have their minds refocus on something else.
Sure.
We also work with a place called Matthew House, which is in Toronto and in Hamilton, and they rehouse new Canadians or people, again, who have fled violence, and you can donate items there. You can also donate money. They often are looking for, talking about the practicalities of new socks, new underwear. They're always looking for those things.
Really?
Yeah.
Giving Tuesday is one of those beautiful days where we can think about how we give back, but if I'm being totally honest, it's often a day where I feel like, oh, I haven't given back enough. We were having a conversation about this yesterday, and I realized small acts of service should not be discounted because they are sometimes the most valuable, your time, and they are often undervalued, and they shouldn't be. One of those things that we end up doing is being involved with our son's sports. My older son, Jack, started hockey this year. He's a Timbit. He's super, super cute. But we got an email about a week before the season started that there wasn't a coach. And so I immediately volunteered my husband and told him he had to do it. And he's been a rock star. Wes, awesome. Sean, Mike, the Johns, their parents who are on the team, they have supported us tremendously through this and added to the experience. I do all the administrative stuff, so I send basically cheeky emails with the schedule every week. But you can't discount that. If that's all you have to give, if it's not in your budget to give monetary gifts or you don't have donations to give of stuff, that's okay. Your time is so valuable. And Tessa, I know you feel that too because of all the work you do.
Well, and inevitably it makes you feel better, right? I mean, it's just full circle, and that reciprocity is so special, especially around the holiday season. I love this idea of, as you say, not just giving your money, not just giving goods, but time and energy. And I think now, isn't that what we're all craving as humans?
Well,
that real connection.
If the counterpoint to Cyber Monday and Black Friday is Giving Tuesday, then it shouldn't just be about you're spending money, and then so you could be giving time. I mean, it's that connection as well, right? You're not just handing somebody a check, but you're building something meaningful in your community.
Well, and then the Duchess of Sussex posted this on Instagram, which just plays into it so beautifully, talking about like even a smile can be something, a kind word, listening ear, honest compliment, the smallest acts of caring can really not just change the day, but change someone's whole life.
That's great.
Right? So it's the little things.
Involve your kids as much as you can in it too, because I know when we've put together a shoebox, I brought the girls along with me, and they had a lot of fun. Like, involve your kids as early as you can, because it sets a really good foundation for them.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to your morning.
It is 9:30 a.m. in Charlotte, New Brunswick, and 8:30 a.m. in Ilderton, Ontario, which is the hometown of Scott Moyer.
There you go.
That was a little tidbit from Tessa. Welcome, by the way, to your morning. Great to have you here today.
It's so nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
What time do you have to wake up today?
5:45. It reminded me of my skating schedule.
Yeah.
But the opposite of tour life, so I'm a little out of sorts.
And this is your first stop of many today at CTV,
yes,
isn't it?
it's going to be a great day here at CTV.
Lots so fun.
And you're not doing the national later.
Well, listen, the day is but young. The day is but young. But what I can tell you, everybody, happening right now in London.
Here's what's ahead this half hour after weather. His name is Mike Clemens, but we all know him as Pinball. He's here to tell us about CIBC's Miracle Day on this Giving Tuesday. In 7 minutes, some holiday sides that'll make you the hero of any festive dinner with food writer Alison Roman. I can't wait. In 15 minutes, we've all wished for this, but who knew this was a thing? Avery Swartz shows us robots that make our chores easier. Yes. Now, it's over to you, Kelsey, with our traveler's forecast.
And now it's over to Anne-Marie and Tessa.
Thank you, Ben. Hey, if you've ever hosted a holiday party, or any kind of party for that matter, you'll know that it is stressful thinking about what am I going to feed them?
But guess what? It doesn't have to be stressful, and it certainly doesn't have to be hard. In her new cookbook, Nothing Fancy, New York Times food columnist Alison Roman is dishing out recipes, keeping the flavor, and getting rid of the fuss.
Which is what I love to hear. And Alison, we're lucky enough to have her in the Your Morning studio today. You're going to put us through our paces today.
Yes, we're going to talk about sides.
I'm big on the sides. I love the sides. Sides make the dinner.
Me too. I would skip the mains and go straight for the sides if it were up to me every time, but I feel like the answer is then just having really interesting sides.
Yeah,
So
okay.
they kind of steal the show.
So what is this one? This looks amazing.
So these are sticky roasted carrots, and this can be done with any sort of orange vegetable like a squash or a sweet potato, but I like carrots because I love the shape of them. But they basically get tossed with olive oil and a little maple syrup or honey,
Ooh, maple syrup, I love.
hence the stickiness.
Sticky,
yes.
okay, I
And
was
then
wondering where
to
that came in.
further the sticky factor, we roast them with some orange slices. And these can be tangerines, clementines, oranges. And what happens when they roast is they get all caramelized and jammy and the juices come out. And then some quickly pickled red onions. And you'll notice they're kind of thick. That's because we're gonna roast them for a long time. So earlier you were saying carrots, when they get mushy, there's nothing worse.
Yeah.
But my trick to preventing that is keep roasting them. I feel like people under roast their vegetables.
Oh.
And so once they go from soft and kind of steamy, you keep roasting and they get really kind of chewy, caramelized.
That's the
and
texture I
delicious.
want.
Yes.
And I always thought you had to cook less to get that.
No, you kind of almost want to burn them. You
So
want there to have like a
how
lot
long
of
would
color.
you cook this right here?
You would cook these for like 25 to 35 minutes at 425, like a high, well,
high.
So that's Fahrenheit. So I want to.
You know, we do Fahrenheit for the
Great.
stoves.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank God. So yeah, you want them to be, more cooked, more browned than you think. And carrots have a lot of natural sugar, so they get that really nice caramelized, kind of almost chewy, sticky flavor.
I love the colors too.
They're so good, and these are nice rainbow carrots. You can do them with any regular old carrot, but of course, holidays, why not get a little festive?
Yeah.
And they're served on a bed of tahini, and the tahini is just thinned out with a little bit of water so that it gets really nice and creamy without adding any dairy. So it's actually a vegan side, which unintentionally, but it's nice for any vegans in your
It's
life.
good to have that option. I'm going to try some of this, if
Yeah,
that's okay.
just dive in.
Let's move into this one. What are we making here? I
So-
recognize all these ingredients, maybe not together.
I know. So it's an iceberg salad, which I know, boring, right? But for me, iceberg is exactly what I want on a holiday table because it's crunchy, it's fresh, it gives you kind of a break from all the heaviness of everything else going on. So really what I'm doing is I'm going to marinate these onions.
What's up, Tessa?
Yeah, I'm going to marinate these onions in some honey, some vinegar. You want to scrape that in for me? Thank you. And this salad to me kind of tastes like a Subway sandwich or like a Italian bottled dressing or like a something of that sort. It has
love
like
that.
a very nostalgic flavor to me.
Some chilies you just threw in there?
Some fresh chilies and then some crushed olives. And I like to use like green olive for this.
Okay, so the honey and the onions is a fascinating mix for me right now, but I can see how that would work together.
So you just need a little bit of sweetness, otherwise it's too acidic. It's like bracingly so, and you don't want to eat too much of it. But
No.
by adding a little bit of honey, it kind of rounds everything out. And so we're gonna spoon this over the iceberg, and these are just wedges, and you can use romaine lettuce. You can use kind of any crunchy leafed situation, but
like
look at all their
lettuce.
nooks and crannies. I feel like it just holds the dressing
Just soak up
really
all the
well.
dressing?
Yeah,
Yes.
you want to scatter
I
some
don't know
herbs
how
over?
that's presented. Oh, yes, I do.
Okay.
And what an interesting thing to
Sprinkle
have
with the
down
best
on
of
the
them.
table, too.
Yeah, I feel like people forget about salad. They always go for like the potatoes and the, baked cheesy things, but I think that having a salad on the table is just as important.
And then quickly, before we move on, you just put a little bit of Parmesan over top?
Yeah, I mean, it's a salad, but of course there's cheese, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's a must.
Gorgeous.
And you can use pecorino, Parmesan, anything like that, and then we'll finish with a little olive oil.
With a
I'm
little
most
bit of a
excited about this.
Yeah, what is
Tell us
this,
about the
Alison?
squash.
So this is a roasted squash, and again, it's like an orange vegetable moment, I call it, which means you can use carrots or sweet potatoes, but for me, there's something really nice and dramatic about the presentation of these wedges of squash. And so they're roasted with just salt and pepper at a super high temperature until they get nicely browned, caramelized, and then they're finished with a brown butter pistachio mixture that has some spices in it.
Spiced pistachio?
Yes, and they're served all on a bed of yogurt.
Oh my gosh.
And then like anything else, finish with a little flaky
Oh.
salt and pistachio.
That is so good. Alison,
so
thank you so
good.
much. You can find these recipes on our website. Man, this is good. You can also
amazing.
find them, right, and many more in Alison Roman's cookbook. It is called Nothing Fancy, but Really Delicious should be the byline. All right, we'll be right back. This is so good.
So good. I'm constantly traveling for work, and when I am home, I don't exactly want to spend all my time cleaning the house.
Well, Tessa, luckily there are now robots that can do the work for you. Tech expert Avery Swartz is here with the coolest robots to help make our chore time a little easier. Avery, welcome.
Good morning.
The future is now.
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
I have some really, really great robots that are going to take care of all of your chores. So the first one is a trash can.
'Kay.
But this is unlike any trash can you've seen before. So I'm actually going to cross in front of you,
please.
Ben, so I can show
Yeah,
you
sure.
how this works. So first of all, you don't even have to touch it. I just wave my hand,
Okay.
it pops open. And then, obviously this is recycling, of course, but for the purposes of this demonstration, let's throw some trash in
All
there,
right, let's get
okay?
this in. All right.
And then,
Okay.
wait for it.
Okay.
Where's that button?
The button right
Okay.
here?
Yeah,
Is
but
that-
hang on. We got to push it down like this.
Okay.
Okay, now wait.
Okay.
It's gonna take about a second. You're gonna hear some noises.
Yeah.
It will be worth it.
I'm already curious to know whether this comes in giant size.
Oh, I love this thing. I need this in
I wanna
every
know
room
what's
of my
happening.
house.
I know what's
Just
happening.
wait.
I genuinely don't know what's
It's
happening.
coming. It's coming. I promise it's coming. Well, here it comes. Ah. And then it seals
perfectly
your trash
sealed.
for you. And then
and it sets up
Another
again.
one.
it's putting another bag in there.
There we
Brilliant.
go.
Yeah, and
so
it's
the
good.
bag
And
is the right size every time. Right?
Always
I
ready
like
to
that.
go. Love it. Love
Wonderful. Okay, I've seen floor robots many times before, but this
So
is something new, isn't it?
This is not just a vacuum cleaning robot, this is a mopping robot.
A lot of people have hardwood.
So, right? So it's gonna get going here, and what it does is it just kind of scoots around, and I put a little bit of water, but you can put cleaning solution in it. Here it's gonna go, and it will start spraying, there it goes,
Oh.
just a little bit of water, and then it mops and cleans up. Now, of course, it has an app, so you can program it to go different times of day
It's
when you're
adorable
out
that
of
this
the
thing
house.
thinks it can clean our entire
know.
studio.
But get this, it'll go back to its home, it'll
Yeah.
charge itself, and then it'll go out again if it runs out of
until
batteries.
it's clean.
Until it's clean.
Look at
It'll
that.
do it for you. You could be out on the road, Tessa, it's clean in your home. I love it.
I have no excuse anymore. That's the
Exactly,
problem.
exactly. Yeah, mopping, taking care of the mopping. I love it.
All right, so from the floor to the grill.
Yes. So, I love my grilling husband, but
Yeah.
he is very, very bad at cleaning the actual grill.
Okay.
He leaves it a giant mess. So this is the grill bot, and I think this is perfect for him. So what this does, I'm just gonna turn it on.
So we get a sense of what it does.
Here we go.
Ooh, and those are, yeah, that's not
serious.
soft. That's not
Serious.
soft.
We mean
That's
business.
going to, that's really going to
You
go
put
get the
this on your grill,
grime.
and I'm not going to touch it because that would hurt me. But you put it on, and then you close the lid, and it just cleans your grill.
contained. Does
it go everywhere, or do you have to
Whole
move
grill.
it?
Whole grill.
Okay.
10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Set it up, let it go. Bam.
You like to grill, right?
Yeah.
I like to grill, I hate to clean.
Well,
Right?
So there you go.
Put the grill
Let's see.
bot on.
Kinda
Done.
dig this thing.
I know, it's great.
Okay, so
It's
we have about a
super
minute
great.
left, and this thing here,
I mean, of all household chores, cleaning the toilet
No
has to
one
be the most
loves
dreaded
to
of
clean
them
the
all.
toilet.
Right.
Yeah.
Cleaning the toilet is just, it's no fun.
I mean,
It's
this
no
is
fun.
this is fully,
Yeah. Look at this.
fully doing its thing.
So this is called the Giddle, and this is a toilet cleaning robot. So you have to put a like a mount on the toilet, fairly easily to put
Yeah.
on, and it comes with multiple. So you can put it on. The mount can be on different toilets around the home, and then you just pop this thing in. It really just attaches. You press a button, and it cleans your toilet.
And it just goes to town.
Oh yeah, it
it's
does
just-
an amazing job.
It's getting the nooks and the crannies
know,
and the
I know.
what have yous and the.
It's like you did not know you needed this in your life,
yeah,
but now you
and
do.
Like it's watching us.
But Tessa, we were joking before, like who's going to clean the toilet cleaning robot?
Right.
But the fact is, the only thing that's getting dirty is the brush head.
Yeah.
Then nothing else is. So you just have
so
to
you
rinse
clean the
that.
brush head, yeah, and then you're good, and then it goes again. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
The future is now. I love it. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Thanks,
so
Avery.
Yeah.
fun!
Appreciate
All
your
my
time.
robot friends.
And maybe when you're on the road, your house will be a lot cleaner when you
I
come
think
back.
so.
Yeah,
I
get
think
this
so.
set up. Yeah.
Thanks so much. We'll be right back.
Tomorrow on Your Morning, world leaders are in the UK to mark 70 years of the NATO alliance. What the anniversary means for the alliance, only Jan Arden is showcasing
Thanks so much for joining.
a brand new CTV special. Start your morning in the know, Wednesday, only on CTV.
Santa's show. Oh my gosh.
Tessa, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
It's been a
for
lot of
having
fun.
me. Oh, I love being here.
You know, we just finished, I know that you guys just finished your Rock the Rink tour, and you've officially retired from competitive skating. So what is next for you? That's what everyone wants to know.
Well, it's kind of a neat time transition-wise because I'm able to say yes to some new projects. I'll be diving into school and some new business ventures.
Wait, you're going back to school?
I am, yeah.
what
I'm
are you
planning
gonna
on
do?
starting my MBA next fall.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah,
Wow.
so I've always had a keen sense for business, but I'm eager to dive more deeply into it and learn more and hopefully apply that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, all the best to you, but I kind of feel like you need to change and go into broadcasting.
I don't know after today's showing, but thank you for making me feel so welcome.
Oh my God, gosh, it honestly feels like when you guys first started the show at 8 o'clock, you said you're back with family, and it feels like that. You are so part of the CTV family.
Thank you for making me feel so welcome. It's always such a joy to be around you and in your sphere. I really appreciate it.
Okay, well, you're not done with us just yet.
No.
Because you are finished with us, you got a little break, and then you are running across the hall to the Marilyn Dennis show.
Yes, I can't wait. We have some fun segments planned.
Oh my gosh, and then from there to the social.
Then E-Talk, and no Ben.
No, I've got to get on a plane. I got to go to LA.
Ben, you've been replaced, just so you know. How convenient.
I don't know what I'll do today. I'll be so lost.
I've had a good run.
Ben in, Ben out, Tessa in.
Bye, everybody.
Are you retiring from competition?
I'm actually going
Queens?
into competition. I feel there's a vacancy at the top of the ice dancing world. And so
There is now.
Well, Ivy's got.
I can lift her.
Yes, right.
Oh my gosh.
We'll have so much fun today. It was
Thank
obviously
you.
so fun to have you here.
Thank you.
And you've learned that Amory likes to eat at the end of the show.
I love it. I know
she
I
has
should
great.
sit next to her. She has the snacks. Yeah.
So Tessa, I put the toilet cleaning robot in your truck.
Thank you.
It's a gift from me to you. Enjoy.
Glad that didn't think I stole it. Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your morning.
Thank you.
Enjoy the Tessa.